Hi guys, how are we doing? My name's Rodian, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. I want to talk about something that helped me out as an apprentice bricklayer and that continues to help me out throughout my entire career up to this date today. When I was an apprentice, I had already had about 2 or 3 years of experience on a building site, helping my dad out with his jobs and things like that, and I had the opportunity to go and do my apprenticeship. So naturally, with both hands, I grabbed that opportunity and took it. Now what I did, before I turned up to college, I went out and did my own research into brickwork. I knew little bits and pieces, but I wanted to really be prepared. I bought this book. It's called The BDA Guide to Successful Brickwork, 3rd edition. Now this, I can hands down say, is my bricklaying Bible. This has helped me out in so many situations. It helped me out through college immensely. I read this 2 or 3 times before I went and even started my first day at college. Now the reason I'm talking about this is because last night I was lying in bed, going through all the comments, replying to you guys, which I absolutely love doing, by the way. Don't ever stop commenting, keep going. Yeah, I was reading through and one stuck out at me. A message from Happel Group 1. How you doing, mate? You alright? Good? Something I forgot to say. Happel Group 1, good luck with your interview tomorrow. I hope you get it. Let me know how it goes. Love to hear from you. The question was simply advice on a bricklayer pre-apprenticeship. Now, I sat there and I thought, I replied back, and one of the things that I haven't spoken about, which I should have spoken about before, is the Bible. The BDA Guide to Successful Brickwork. And it got me thinking that I haven't read this in probably about a year. Now, that's not like me, because this has got me out of so many different situations. This lived in my truck. In between the passenger seat and the back seat, I only had a double-seater cab, and it just tucked in there. Every time I needed it, got in this. I can't big it up anymore. It is just something that I think every builder, not just bricklayer, every builder should have. There's so much technical information in here. Everything from how to stack bricks properly, how to build 45-degree brickwork, how to build arches, avoiding damage from extremes of temperature, for example, good practice. It's just a phenomenal amount of information. Estimating quantities of bricks and mortar, you can work that out from here. A lot of very technical information. Also, there's like 5 or 6 pages at the beginning, a glossary of terms. Every term you can hear in the bricklaying, it will tell you what the definition of it is in here. For example, corbel, we've done one a few videos ago. Now, I was a bad boy and I forgot about this book when I was doing those corbels. I should have referred back to the Bible. I was too busy looking into making a video than thinking about this. Corbel, a feature or course or courses of brick projecting from the face of the wall, often forming a support. For example, there you go, this is one. DPM, a layer or sheet of impervious material within or below a floor or vertically within or on a wall to prevent the passage of moisture. There's pages of descriptions of all these things, so this is something that I think every apprentice, you should get this. Now on Amazon I think it's around 20 quid. I'll leave a link down in the description. This is the 3rd edition, but apparently there is a 4th edition. This is the one that I've used, and I'm only assuming that a 4th edition would be better. Now segue on to the next one, is this one. Now this is old. My dad gave me this when I was first started doing my apprenticeship. This copy, I don't know if you can buy it anymore. I've seen it on Amazon, you can get used copies for about 20 quid. This copy was published in 1976. Now, some of the information is probably a fraction dated, but in theory, the practice of it's all in there. This isn't just about brickwork. You've got stud walls, as I'm flicking through. Stud walls tells you about concrete blocks, tells you about fireplaces, flue liners, flat roofs, pitched roofs. What else we got? Upper floors, floor finishes, concrete, basements, foundations, levelling. This is, yeah, like for example, the levelling. Well, it does have a dumpy on there, but there's on the levelling there, it shows you the dumpy level. Do you remember way back when we were setting out for this house? There's a card up here for that video, datums. That's for the dumpy level, but it also has the very old cowley levels. Now I'll show you a quick little picture of that. The cowley level, it's a completely different way of levelling. Google it and you'll see that it's not as precise by any means as a dumpy level, but it's very much an old school one, but it just goes to show the age of this. But it is such a good book. Builder's Detail Sheets by Sam Smith, Series 1. Now I know for a fact that there is a more up-to-date version of this on Amazon, links down below. It is about 82 quid. I haven't read it, so I can't give my opinion too much, but 82 quid, it's a bit of a stretch. If you can go on Amazon, pick up one of these for second hand, 20 quid. This is so useful. It's come in handy with me again. These two books, like I said, lived in my truck. They were behind my seat every time something came up. Every job I was on, they came out, and they were very handy, very pivotal in certain situations. They've got me out of some trouble, and they've also just been some good reading for when I was in my apprenticeship. This book, Apprentice, is out there. If you need any tips on anything to do before your apprenticeship, or if you're an apprentice and you want some help, or not even if you're an apprentice, even if you're just a bricklayer and you want to learn more, there's so much information in these books. I highly recommend you picking these up. Like I said in the title description, Bricklayers Bibles. If you enjoyed this video, there's plenty more on my channel. Link in the description for the playlist of me building this house. Also, there's a couple of videos up here that I think you should check out. They're really good, really informative. Also, like and subscribe, and comment down below. Are these books going to be helpful to you? Also, let me know if you're an apprentice. What more tips do you want? Is there anything else you want me to talk about? With that being said, take care, and I'll see you guys next time.